Yep. What's up with it? This your boy Nuni, back with another reading. This is gonna be a reading for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, what's up with it? Ain't no extra messages or nothing like that. Just me. Okay, mic's still on. Just gotta make sure my mic on. Cause sometimes I don't be that loud in the morning. You know, it's early morning. What am I gonna be loud about? Relax. Relax, see? Alright, anyway. Pisces. What y'all need to know? Alright, we got relationship coming. Seventh house. So it could be friends, it could be romantic. It's going to be most likely romantic. If not, it's going to be somebody who's strategic. And some of y'all, there could even be like a slight tinge of jealousy with this person. I don't know if it's you towards them or them towards you, but it could be of a slight jealousy or a slight possessiveness. Like if it's a lover, this is somebody who's intense, possessive, maybe even a little controlling at times, very strategic about how they present themselves or how they like express themselves around you. So there's maybe somebody who tries to go along with what they think you. Okay, very similar. Okay, if you guys got Capricorn, you might want to check that out too. Very similar, but not quite. All right, but this is somebody who tries to go along strategically with what you expect from a relationship. So it's somebody who probably investigates a lot, asks a lot of questions, listen. They listen intently. So this is somebody who listens to you intently, possibly even eavesdrops at times. All right, or just observes without saying much. You know what I mean? It's a Scorpio energy. Scorpio will watch you and not say much. You know what I mean? So this is somebody who wants to do a joint endeavor with you or a joint business with you. Could be a Leo. It's somebody who's normally very generous and very protective over people. Some of y'all, they could be a parent figure or like a parently like figure. So something along the lines of that. But anyway, it's somebody who's very sexually enticing and is viewing you in that same light. So if you're having a problem with this person or an issue with this person, they're coming to try to solve that. Now, seventh house could mean that these are compromises, like serious compromises or life-changing compromises. So it could be a contract, could be a deal, could be a negotiation that they do. Some of y'all, they could even try to like, I'm gonna say strategize to have you guys get married. So it may even be like that. Like maybe somebody who wants to intertwine your lives together for the long haul. All right, so they feel like they have an idea about how they can do it, or they feel like they've solved the problem about maybe why you guys weren't into that. Well, we got could be a Cancer. So if somebody wants to forgive and forget. They could be fertile at this time if it's a woman. Or if it's a man, they may just want to have children at this time. So they may be very generous at this time. Could be a Leo, could be a Cancer. So like whatever's happened between y'all, they may just like forgive and forget. They may just, like I said, maybe want to have like children, or they just really want to have a partner, somebody who they can feel like can love them through thick and thin, or through it all, basically. Like for better or for worse. This is somebody who wants to have a partner that stays no matter what happens, no matter whether it's good, whether it's bad, just be there for me. So, or this is somebody who's intending to be that way for you, but they're looking for that type of relationship, like a give it your all. All right. So one that like encompasses like our whole lives. Everything that we do is intertwined. Even if it's a friend that wants to intertwine your whole lives. This could be like career. Let's say we say that you have a friend who's into real estate. They want you to invest in with them in that business, or they run a business. They want you to invest in that business, or they're into, like, say, fitness, diet. They're into, I don't know, going to wiener schnitzel's on a Wednesday or something. You know what I mean? I don't know, like a beer day on a Wednesday. They want you to kind of like be as passionate about like what they're into as they're going to be into whatever it is you are. Like you guys are, they kind of, I'm not going to say it's not, it's like a Piscean energy, but it's not. It's almost like wanting to enmesh within you guys, but it's like for possession. Like you're my person, or you're my friend, or you know what I mean? Like this is somebody who feels jealous and possessive over you guys. So they're very generous, or they will be very generous if you don't know this person. And if it's a past person, then they're wanting to shower you guys with love and affection and overlook some of the flaws, or overlook some of the past grievances between y'all. All right, what it says, yeah, be in control of your life. So that's what this person wants. They want to be able to take control, or be able to take the reins in this relationship. They want like a Bonnie and Clyde type of friendship or romantic partnership. All right, so it's maybe like a slimmer person or like a thicker body person. I get like they have a sexually appeal to them, some type of sexual appeal, whether they be slim, whether it be skinny, whether it be tall, whether it be short. They have a sexual appeal to them, or at least some type of sexual allure that you'll notice about this person. And they're going to start off just trying to share with you guys, whether sharing time, sharing experiences, maybe like doing something with you that they feel like is competitive. Because it's somebody who's competitive, but they compete in a secretive way, where it doesn't seem like they're competing. They just start impeding on like maybe your space, or they just start like overtaking stuff slowly. Like think about like Venom, not in like a negative way, but like I don't know if you guys even know about Marvel like that, but Venom is like it can take over. It's like a parasite. It can take over the host, and I don't mean to use the word parasite, but like, because for some maybe they could, but I don't know. I feel like they're generous. It's somebody who could be very gifted, very skilled at something, and people either give them a lot of money, so like they may be very attractive, and people give them money, or they may have like a natural talent that they're able to make money from and monetize. You know what I mean? Or this is just somebody who comes from money. You know what I mean? And whatever way, I don't know, whatever way they make money, then this is somebody who has it in that way, and they also share. So you could be like a benefactor to this person, right? Or you're going to be a benefactor to some type of deal. So it could be like, maybe a contract, a partnership in general, or something like that. Some type of negotiation is going on here. So somebody's been stalking and they've been checking your social media. I said that though, right? Earlier, this person is very secretive or very like investigative. So they've been stalking your social media now, taking track of your pictures. So there's somebody who feel like they need to shape up in order to be able to get what they want from you or have some type of connection to you. So they're, like I said, they're probably going to try to conform to what they think you want them to be. All right. By either being, like I said, being generous, giving more of themselves. Yeah, I got the Eight of Wands, Five of Cups. So this is somebody who's now starting to accept things as they are, or accept you as you are. So maybe at one time, this person expected you to maybe be a certain way. And so this is somebody who has that little issue with control where they still try to get you to do what they want you to do anyway, or they still try to get what they want out of the situation anyway. Like this is somebody who's intense and driven for what they desire. It's like obsessive in a way where they can't see nothing else. So this may be somebody who's seeing a relationship with you as like it's all or nothing. I either want this person and everything, or I want nothing. You know what I mean? But I kind of feel like they even if they don't take nothing, they still strategize about like how to get something. So it could be a Sag, could be a Leo, could be a Scorpio, or an Aries. I got Aries or Scorpio, so we got the Tower here. All right. Oh yeah. So they realize that they're going to try to overlook your red flags. This person may have realized how maybe they were sometimes a hindrance or a blockage, or they weren't really serving a purpose in the higher, like, in the higher connection. This could be somebody who usually sells dreams or usually like plays things up to be bigger than what they really are. So they may have made a bad call or a bad judgment. They may be kind of like realizing that now. If it's a previous relationship, they're realizing like, oh, what I gave away or what I threw away. So this is somebody who realizes that if they don't take action, or if they don't like stop having unrealistic expectations, that they may miss out. So this is somebody who now is going to be a lot more strategic about what they share with you and what they show to you, like how they present themselves. So they may show up as like more outgoing, more charming, more charismatic, more warm, happier to see you, happier to receive you. You know what I mean? This may be somebody who like at one time was maybe very brooding, very rude, maybe very mean. Maybe you just didn't like their like, I don't know, just like their philosophies, their way of living, the way of existing in the world, which isn't always like a negative thing. But like, let's say for instance, some people like really clean houses, or some people like feel like some people can feel like where home is where the heart is. Some people don't feel like that. Some people feel like my home is my house. You know what I mean? Or everybody doesn't get to come to my house. That's a philosophy that some people live by. Some people don't feel that way. Some people are like, no, we can. Anybody can come here. It's just, we can always move. We can go here. We can go that. So you may have like differing philosophies or different worldviews about what's like, what's considered okay, or what you consider to be a pleasurable experience or a pleasurable life. So they want you to take action in the way that they would like you to take action, but they're going to try to take it in the way that you think that they should take action. You know what I mean? So they probably will ask you, in what ways would you like me to do this, that, and the third? You know what I mean? There's a way that they would like to go about it, but like they want to act as if it doesn't matter in whichever direction you go in. You know what I mean? So because some of y'all, they may have like these delusions of grandeur where they're imagining things to be a lot better if it would go their way. You know what I mean? They may kind of live in like a more fantasy lifestyle or fantasy based life where things work out better if we just do it the way that I want to do it. But maybe they haven't gotten the results that they wanted. You know what I mean? Or maybe it hasn't yielded you any benefit. So it might be that. But anyway, looks like they want to present a new opportunity for you guys. And this time they want to be able to they want you to look past maybe some of their negative traits, their negative habits, their negative patterns. They could be confused too. Confused really about like what makes you happy, because this person is now starting to view you guys differently. Like maybe you guys have become a lot more confident. Maybe you guys have become a lot more self-assured. Maybe you guys have become a lot more sexually enticing, you know what I mean, and secretive about your intentions, not really as open or not as communicative as you used to be. They're starting to notice that. If that's the case, they're starting to realize how they've overlooked these red flags or how they've overlooked these changes about you and missed it. You know what I mean? Because maybe at one time they just weren't paying attention to you, or they just weren't really like maybe into the connection in that light. You know what I mean? Kind of get that vibe too. Like they just weren't into the relationship in that light, you know what I mean? Or they just weren't into this situation in that light. They had their eyes focused on other things. It could have been sometimes like analysis paralysis, where so many other things were going on that maybe they needed to focus on, that maybe they just overlooked you. You know what I mean? So it could even be that. But anyway, it could be just like a brief apology for like possibly overlooking you. So they don't really know nothing new, or nothing has really changed for them in their life. You know what I mean? You could be like the most impactful change that they have coming into their life, if I'm really being honest. So I think this person wants to shape up or get themselves together for you, or present a better image to you. Anyway, let me give you some advice. So this is a newer person who doesn't know y'all. They're gonna call y'all by name, as if they do know you. Like they're strategic like that. Somebody who you probably may feel like you couldn't see this going anywhere. It says positive outcome. Huh. At this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes. Whether through love, fear, or indifference, you are always creating something. So remember to keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. All right. So signs we got are Libra, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Libra, Cancer, Gemini, Virgo, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, Sag, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Leo. For a little razzle dazzle, it is a Aquarius, Pisces. All right. All right. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for being here. Thanks for the support. Ooh, thanks for the likes. All right. Y'all have a good day today. I'll be back for a live. I was supposed to come back yesterday, but it just didn't work out. But anyway, I'll be back for all signs later on today, y'all. So y'all take it easy until then. I'm gone.